Yeah. Right.
I just advise the private. I advise if anybody wants to have a private conversation, to step into the other room.
Why, because you can hear us?
Yeah. I got,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, you're so smart, Mike.
Pretty sure it's up and running.
It's, so we could say, we could tell Vicky to get on now and we can wave back.
Yeah, you can wave at her, she can hear you.
Do you guys want to sit in the front or are you going to stay right there?
I'm gonna say we're with my mom.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she'll want to sit in the front then.
I know, every time I see them, it's like, oh,
Every time I see you, I get bigger and bigger and bigger.
they're just, they keep
Is that this
growing.
one? Yeah.
You remember being a kid and your like relatives would say that about you,
Yeah, I
and
know.
you'd be like,
What are they looking at more?
You-
What are you talking about?
and you'd be like, yeah, no, boy, that's how time works.
We stay the same, you guys just keep getting.
Hi, brother. You're like, yeah, no joy at Debbie.
Oh, no, I'm trying to remember. I
Oh,
thought
he was just
Chad
a
was
little
there, yeah.
He was so up.
Oh, so you were there for that
I
one?
was there for that.
Hey.
Yeah. I was-
Oh, Mike, are we gonna be able to hear Vicky?
Oh,
Okay.
That. Give me one more thing. I mean, she could call in, we could have a different protocol, like,
Oh, there?
I mean, how does she want to be heard?
I think we thought that this would be at the door. You know what I mean? Like she could hear us.
Okay, that would be like some sort of Zoom meeting you'd want then.
Okay.
Is there anybody else besides Aunt Vicky who's going to be watching?
The dancers are watching.
Me.
Luke?
Do they want to, we'll just have people call in.
Okay. And then,
Speakerphone.
okay. So we could see her.
That's ingenious.
Hey, Laura,
That's
the
all
collage was a
speakers.
good idea,
The what is?
the collage.
Oh, yeah, we
You may find that.
didn't have quite enough pictures, but it's okay.
I'm gonna catch a pictures at home.
So what
I
time are
know.
we starting? I guess we're reading.
1800.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you say?
Yeah, Mom and Randy are gonna be
What's
here.
that time you start? That's 6 o'clock. Oh, is it? Thanks for telling me, Mr.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't see either.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I thought so I could text Mom and Randy.
Yeah,
Sure.
Hey, Mike. Oh, 10:56. Northeast.
You got some problem?
Jan. No.
Yeah, look who it is, everybody walking with the, she's every guy's favorite girl. You're you guy's favorite girl, right?
Okay. He says so.
You're my favorite girl.
Wish you would say the same like you. Shut up. Problem?
If you're gonna fight with the stream, do it over there. We'll get some ratings.
Where's the screen? You're a good man, buddy.
Just come over here.
Just say.
Oh, look how young he is there. Oh, my gosh.
There we go.
Who's there? Is someone gonna wave back?
No,
Oh,
we're just transmitting. This isn't some sort of interactive meeting.
oh,
Hello, Luke.
hi, David.
Adrian.
Is David there?
Oh, that's David.
You see David?
No, honey, it's just, we can't see you. We can't see that.
Oh, jeez, okay.
It's David Letterman.
They can type in the text chat.
I'm not reading that.
When they're not reading the text chat.
I don't know.
Also, I don't think I set up text chat for public because do you really want just random people in the text chat at a funeral?
Right.
I take it everyone knows this one.
Which one?
Yeah, we're getting.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't know him back then.
Oh shoot, I've got like
90 followers.
know?
This is
Oh,
me.
shit, you
I
do.
know.
All these people show up, what's this got to do with AI?
Mike said the only way he could have done that is with like a Zoom, and we don't know how to do that, so.
This has got to do with-
There's Mikey. There's Dan. Oh, see, I'm gonna go the other way.
What were you saying?
Hi, Vic.
What else?
There's Connie.
Sorry, your parents coming?
I don't know,
Okay. Wait, say,
remember.
there are the kids, see how old they are.
Those people what?
Remember when Velma came out, all those people started following me because they saw that clip I
You guys
uploaded.
hold it, then that way.
Right, right.
So,
They
I
started
don't know. Yeah.
so we've got, dozens or hundreds of people who don't like the new Scooby-Doo tuning in for a
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
You're gonna get comments on the live stream saying.
Feels better than the old one.
Still waiting. No one showed this.
What?
This is showing.
Hi.
I'm Rebecca. And that's your partner, Mike. You know, Chris.
You're good, buddy. That's super.
I know. And that's Greg. He's a neighbor kind of.
So I don't know that you guys saw that, but he was my favorite brother. He was my big brother. And he was my big brother.
Oh.
So, I mean, if we get an opportunity to speak, we can just FaceTime again because apparently the other time is not good, so.
She's a crier.
Okay,
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 I'm gonna give you back to Laura.
okay.
Okay.
So, just call us later or whatever, just watch.
Okay.
Because the other is not interactive.
Look, it's
Yes,
Danny.
and I apologize. We,
That's
Me?
okay. No
I'm
problem.
gonna play with how she's sitting.
And an ironic twist of
Yeah, I was
fate,
in that one
it's next
half
week, as we can.
50 years ago.
So Connie and I kind of put down relevant answer, but you know what, it is what it is. That's the way things are.
yes. Okay.
Okay,
Show
we'll
them
just
the
watch.
Okay.
I'm like, thanks for setting up.
She said, thanks for setting, that is very.
You should show
Can I see
that
I'm sorry, that is quite entertaining.
Yeah, who made that? Did you make that?
All the.
Oh.
That's great.
I should
Show the
put one of
audience.
those on. Oh, boy. I said I should put one of those on. I've got one in my pocket that I keep feeling. Look at which one it was, Shelby.
They're on their way.
Not an appropriate one. I wonder if they have it at the funeral home.
They have some of it tomorrow. Would you like one?
Yes, please.
All right,
Oh,
Just bring a box.
well,
Anybody?
I got this out of the.
Are you trying to get her? I think that's
That's
a
what Charlie's has.
What is it? Okay.
Secret song.
My husband is taking our youngest to soccer.
Yeah, that's it. Well, congratulations. When did you get married?
2022?
2022?
Get married in Jamaica.
Nobody sent me a postcard.
Don't feel bad, nobody was invited.
That's good. That's the best way to do it.
Nobody got a postcard.
Yes.
Nobody. Hey, how's
I was born in Jamaica. Same hospital as Donald Trump. I was born in the same hospital as Donald Trump, Jamaica.
How come he can run for president?
Jamaica, Illinois.
Oh, geez. That was funny.
It's true though. It's not a joke.
I believe that. Yeah, they're heading out tomorrow. They have to be at the airport at 4 a.m. or.
Well, you have to get up at 4. The airport's, the plane leaves at 7, but you know, you have to take the car back, you have to
Oh, yeah.
go through, they want you there 2 hours before.
Are you gonna just drop them up at the front and leave them in a bench or something?
Yeah.
No,
She's just
the,
gonna leave me in a
And a
bit.
sign too.
It's a whole side.
We brought extra masks if you two want.
it's,
Alright.
you, when you leave the car, you just walk across and there's a there'll be a wheelchair.
Oh.
Taxi too.
Oh, I don't do that. Thank you.
Mike, where's my beer?
There you go.
Aw.
And I'm not. That's a.
She's in the bathroom. They like this.
I can't.
I don't
Say
know.
He doesn't keep alcoholic drinks in his car.
I think I left my water bottle.
Those are
I
orange.
think Michael drinks.
No,
So I
not
guess-
a drink. Yeah.
I've also got.
So Shelby
He learned his lesson
That's
vicariously.
involved right now.
Huh?
I said Michael doesn't drink. He learned his lesson vicariously.
Oh,
I'll set that there, because I just grabbed that.
Camera share.
Did it go out?
you can sit here and visit with him. Hi, Dan. Thanks for coming.
Why do you wanna go back to cold weather? It's just getting warm
I
here.
love it cold.
You've been here for 10 days.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
it was a 10-day vacation.
Really? I didn't know that you just got here.
No, we came on, we got here Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, because I thought I did a 8 a.m. flight, and I did an 8 p.m. flight.
Oh.
I know, and I didn't realize it until I went to print out my boarding passes. And they said you have 11 hours before you can print out your boarding passes. I'm like, what are they doing to me? What do they mean? And then I looked at the paperwork, and I'm like, I don't know if I did that.
I would've gone back to bed.
So
You
then,
like one beer like we did?
we got, by the time we could help, to tell us 3 in the morning, so I texted Gordon and I said,
So good.
we're gonna come over a little later today. And he texted me back and said,
What's that?
I'm going to the hospital later.
No.
So then I texted, then I texted or called him and
No,
said,
He's having baby drink just now.
and he said, no, I said, it's Laura.
Yeah.
And he said, she's got the baby.
Just
I'm
like-
like, he tells me he's going to hospital. And it was all day before I heard that he was admitted.
All that.
And we went over Friday to see him.
It's like that.
And he was gone. Just came down to play Scrabble. Scrabble.
Hey, I know that game. I played that every time I went to breakfast.
We love to play Scrabble with your grandpa.
I like scramble.
Me too.
Scrapple.
Do you like scramble?
Yeah,
This one,
I'm not allowed to play Scrabble with friends anymore because I make people cry.
this one played three voices on a triple words letter.
2 triple words.
Yes, across, 2 triple words.
Oh,
117 points, right?
Yes.
wow.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so
Make a compilation.
then you lost your turn, did you challenge it?
Well, you gotta challenge that.
What was the word?
3 voices.
Oh, okay.
Yes, if you don't challenge, you lost anyway.
Right.
Right.
You never had a chance.
Somebody's out there.
He was like, oh.
We'll play a nice friendly game because our dyslexic friends.
Yeah, oh, be nice, Taylor's dyslexic, and I was like, no.
So who has a soccer game?
Practice, Blaine.
I don't think you can have a friendly game of Scrabble with a dyslexic person.
Say again?
I don't think it's you can really have a friendly game of Scrabble with a dyslexic
Yeah,
person.
that's.
You don't play cutthroat like Shelby and Gordon.
When you play my brain is like, what's a better game to play with him? And it keeps screaming over C. I don't know what the rules of reversi are, but I think, yeah, play reversi with the dyslexic person. I like the sound of that. Man, if only your dad was here, he would love that joke.
Oh,
And we are, live streaming this. We are live streaming this for people who can't attend, so don't say anything you don't want to be. Don't say anything you don't want recorded.
Wherever you like.
Well, I'm not Laura, but no, that is my dad though.
Okay, that's the issue.
I guess that's y'all's road.
I guess.
You should make it a spot. This is someone else's road. This road is clean. No. I'm gonna sit in the break room. Get your seat.
Oh, really? A small child. Who is this?
This is mine. His name is Helen. So just sit in there.
I'm saying that. I'm thinking.
That look good if I was. You're gonna step in it with her.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
Just be aware, this is considered domestic, so. None of
What?
Hey, you're going to jail
that,
tonight.
none of that.
I don't doubt that.
Sit down.
What time is it?
It is a Tuesday.
So I said, my granddaughter. I said, my granddaughter, my phone doesn't.
It's just like a computer.
Oh, that's.
What she said. Oh, it's not.
That's why I get a new phone.
No, she got it for Christmas.
Oh.
She's
Oh, are we playing Cinderella now with the shoe?
He's right there. Right there.
You feel it?
I'm just gonna put you in the couch.
Right here, I got you.
Camera's off.
No, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. All right. It's been a long time. Some people might just have to stare. Well, they're gonna come on.
Who's that girl?
My girl is down here, she's got. totally down here.
I realized there was a phrase that I needed to have in this eulogy. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, hear him say that.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
So sorry to see that.
Yeah, as far as they give our life.
Nice to meet you.
I'm just supposed to do the live stream here, so I don't help it goes out.
You want to scoot over, and then if we go live stream, it's weird saying.
No, there's no one here. I'm gonna-
Okay.
You want that
Do you want
seat?
to
You
sit
can have
over
it.
here?
Oh, there's another seat over here.
I just wanted to.
Yeah. And we're all just kind of.
This seems like.
Probably next 6 months. No, we're gonna do it tomorrow morning.
Next time, that's my county.
Your mom, picture of you and me,
Oh, good.
you know, like if you were.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you look good. It's good to see you.
I appreciate you.
Oh, the pain.
It's your mom.
I couldn't believe me. That's right. He
Right.
used to come as a board. Megan's like, oh, what's up? Come say hi.
Good to see you.
Yeah, he does. He lives around here somewhere.
Of course, they're giant now.
Anybody else?
Did you have a hard time getting that?
We can go ahead and start. I'm not
Calendar
entirely
right
sure
there.
where the other
Calendar
one is. And that camera, she has
She's-
left the building, but we knew that might be anticipated.
What are you doing? Looking for trouble?
So cute, you guys are all matching together. Do you want a picture?
How nice.
Right here.
Karen got one.
Yeah,
Sure.
right here. Doesn't matter. Here
Always volunteering, I can't say, so I make somebody else do it.
That's like.
Give them a warning so they can see. Okay.
It's the second time I've seen you guys match.
Right, the wedding we were trying to do, and she was wearing a dress.
No, it's in color. And then the color of my. Is it okay?
Yes.
I heard that, I'm like, what? All right, then.
Thank you,
It's like apprehensive, like he's being one, two.
Did you see me? I can see.
Hey, Laurel, you've got seats.
What's up, Kim?
Yes, yeah, a long time ago.
Look at him.
He's a good fun.
Look that handsome.
Yeah, you're gonna be a rock star one day, aren't you?
For sure.
You need a chair?
This is Brian, everybody.
I think we're doing two with that.
What back do you want to do?
What's up, this we just gave them.
The drive.
We
gotta drive back tonight.
got here like an hour early, so it's.
Serious.
We waiting on anyone else?
Should be, yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I really like this color. She's really good about it.
Well, it is a place to go.
I have not.
His sister was.
Not trying to use that.
Yeah.
That's right there.
My
That's
goodness.
it's in the garage.
It's a little bit of a shock to me because like, I even you know, talking, texting each other. I was not a touching that video Facebook and that.
Very realistic.
Did you hear? Yep. I think we're about to do a thing.
I'm free. Don't grieve for me now, I'm free. I'm following the path God laid for me. I took his hand when I heard him call. I turned my back and left it all. I could not stay another day to laugh, to love, to work or play. Task left undone must stay that way. I found that peace at the close of the day. If my parting is left a void, then fill it with remembered joy. A friendship shared, a laugh, a kiss. Ah, yes, these things I too will miss. Be not burdened with times of sorrow. I wish for you the sunshine of tomorrow. My life has been full, I've savored much. Good friends, good times, a loved one's touch. Perhaps my time seemed all too brief. Don't lengthen it now with undue grief. Lift up your heart and share with me. God wanted me now, he set me free. Gordon Cortland Evans, 70, an Indiana native and a longtime resident of Cape Coral, Florida, passed away Saturday, February 24, 2024 in Cape Coral. He was born November 13, 1953 in Cleveland, Ohio to Alan and Barbara Evans, now deceased. Gordon was of the Christian faith. Upon graduating from Horace Mann High School in Gary, Indiana, Gordon matriculated at Washburn College, or Wabash College in Crawfordsville, Indiana, where he graduated summa cum laude with a degree in political science. He was employed at a variety of positions until his official retirement in recent years. Gordon was an intelligent, kind, and witty person whose discourse in politics and wordplay was incomparable. He enjoyed Scrabble, trivia challenges, and being with family and speaking with his brother Howard on a daily basis. He often touted the beautiful climate that Cape Coral offered, as he loved the warm weather. He is survived by two loving children, Michael and Shelby Evans of Spring Hill, Florida, and Megan Evans of Cape Coral. 7 siblings, Debbie Evans of Indiana, Laura and John Ringland of Cape Coral, Howard and Linda Evans of Langhorne, Pennsylvania, David Evans of Owensboro, Kentucky, Victoria and her late husband Mark Thanos of Valparaiso, Indiana, Daniel Evans of Cape Coral, and Constance and William Jenkins of Maryville, Indiana. 2 grandchildren, Adriana and Anthony, as well as numerous nieces, nephews, and grandnieces and nephews. Gordon was preceded in death by his beloved wife, Linda Tepper Evans, in 2014. Good evening. My name is Jim. I'm a funeral director here at Mullins Memorial, and it's an honor to be with you as we're here to celebrate Gordon's life. It's an important day when we gather to honor life and mourn death. Time stands still for just a moment as we acknowledge that Gordon touched your lives and left an imprint on your heart. We gather to remember those happy times when you laughed and to acknowledge that moment when your hearts broke as one. We gather to give the gift of grief, for grief is nature's way of healing a broken heart. I like to say that the tears you shed in grief is a love too great for the human heart to bear. I also like to say that in grief, both laughter and tears are appropriate. As we gather to remember Gordon's life, please bow your head for a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for this time together, Lord. We ask that you bless each and every one here to bring comfort and peace as only you can, Father. We ask that you help the family and friends of Gordon heal from their loss, Lord. Comfort them, Jesus. We ask that you would help us all to understand your goodness and to seek your mercy. And Lord, most of all, we thank you for the life of Gordon and the time his friends and family had with him. Amen.
Amen.
Who came here to get preached to? Good. I will not disappoint. I am not a preacher. Don't pretend to be a preacher. This right here is about the most preaching I'm going to do. If you know the 23rd Psalm, please say it with me. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Now that my preaching is done, we're going to open up the floor for anybody that would like to share a story or a memory. Now, all I ask is that you please keep it PG-13. There are young ears in here. But if you don't want to come up here, that is fine. You can speak from where you're at. I think we're close enough that everybody can hear
I'll
Oh,
you.
say something. Oh, no.
Okay, so to those who do not know me, I am Megan's best friend. And I would like to say I was Gordon's, sorry. Everyone knows McCann is her best friend too, but of course I'm the other one. I was the adopted daughter, the little poor one that lived down the street. And he knew that, he really did. So I love him to death. He definitely tried to take care of me till the end. And I was really surprised that he cared for me as much as he did, no matter how crazy my shenanigans were. It's really sad to see him go. And although he was antisocial, he was definitely someone who had a sense of humor. And I think we'll all remember him from that. He loved his daughter, his only little princess, who turned into a queen. I love her too. And I just want him to know, and all you guys, that I'm definitely going to be there for her and for his grandchildren. And I hope that God protects them in heaven, and we're always going to keep them in our hearts. Love you, man.
All right, now you got to beat that.
I love you. I love him too, though.
Well, I wrote a small eulogy, actually.
That's awesome.
I'll try to keep it brief. So as I wrote these notes, I thought about what a funeral is for. A funeral is not necessarily for the dead. A funeral is for the living to reflect on the lives of the dead, to say their final piece and to provide closure as their brains try to understand that, yes, Gordon is in fact dead. For the past week, I have, of course, been thinking almost every day, oh yeah, you should tell Gordon about that. Oh, wait. Even as I was driving down here, I was thinking, stop by, go visit Gordon. Something which gives me great hope for humanity, as someone with a psychology background, is how people will offer to do things for the immediate family of deceased and will feel better simply because they have been given something to do in a troubling time. This can be as simple as giving them a snack, picking up groceries, taking the kids to the park, or as I showed on Saturday, asking a mutual friend to do Michael and Shelley's dishes. I don't have anything negative to say about Gordon, but if anyone does, remember he's not around to hear it. So I have a few facts about Gordon. Gordon liked comic books and TV shows about superheroes. His favorite ones being the Hulk, the Greatest American Hero, and the lesser-known Creeper, better known to younger generations as Freakazoid. Gordon liked to listen to politics radio, especially Glenn Beck, and often has very interesting takes on it. Many people asked over the years why Linda had married him. But Gordon was interested.
He sure was.
There was not a day with Gordon that Linda did not have an interesting conversation partner. That was why people liked him. I was never sure if Gordon was a Christian, as you said, or an atheist or an agnostic. But Linda was a Catholic. When they went to Catholic marriage counseling, before they got married. And though they both technically failed the written test, the priest allowed them to marry anyway, as they had gotten the same questions wrong.
Yep.
With answers like, watching TV is a good way to bond over dinner, and naming the same TV shows, apparently. They would go on to have 2 children who Gordon claimed were Linda's idea, but let's be clear. Gordon cared about his children more than he cared about himself. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a close friend of Michael. I met Gordon about 10 years ago when Linda invited me over Thanksgiving. We drove up to Lehigh. He was doing the same thing as usual, sitting under the carport smoking and drinking. I met him a few other times after that, as I was Michael's roommate and tutor throughout college. And of course, he always struck me as an interesting and nice person. Fast forward to 2020. I was stricken with COVID, suffered severe nerve damage, and was left crippled with it, and needed to move back to Florida fast. Gordon had a spare back room in the house that needed cleaning. I don't know how much that back storeroom meant to Gordon, but as a newly disabled young person whose own father wouldn't take me in, it meant everything to me. To this day, I've never felt like I could make it up to him, but I still hope that someday I will. Because Gordon had people he cared about, his children and his grandchildren, more than even himself. He had a darkness inside of him, though, that I never quite understood, and it caused him to push people away. Gordon was afraid of making close connections and having people too close, or of anyone owing him anything to him or him owing anyone anything. This prevented him from telling people he cared, even caused him to say things that made it seem like he may not have cared about him. Case in point, after Linda died, we had Cheryl. He insisted that Cheryl was just an unwanted house guest.
Was it everybody?
Yeah. You don't sleep in the same bed as an unwanted house guest. Anyways, Cheryl was very nice, by the way.
She was.
She was a pleasure to know for when we did. She was very kind. And unfortunately, she passed away of cancer a few years ago. Anyway, if anyone mistook anything he said for vitriol, I can say for certain that he didn't mean it. I can say that because when I lived with him, I saw him at dark moments. The horror and rage on his face whenever he felt something had happened to one of his children or his grandchildren. And words that echo in my mind. Don't tell Michael, Megan, or Laura. I don't want them to worry. If nothing else, Gordon cared deeply about his children and grandchildren. And I will say to them, your father did love you. And if he ever gave you a reason to doubt that, it was only because he was afraid that you would get too attached. Because after all, he spent the last 20 years of his life planning to die any day. I said I wasn't going to say anything negative about Gordon. But as I said, a funeral is a time for reflection, and I think we can look at Gordon's life and decide to learn from things learn from it, even if there were things that we thought were mistakes. In the words of Gordon, we all have to live our own lives, and in the words of Gordon, as Hurricane Ian bared down on the house, whatever happens, happens. If you want to go catch up on reruns of America's Greatest Hero, of the Greatest American Hero, go ahead and do that. Catch up on all the TV shows you didn't watch as a child. But remember to tell the people you care about that you care about them. And don't spend the rest of your life drinking and smoking in a garage. I'm glad you found that funny. He was saying earlier that I don't know what people say about at funerals. I feel like it's supposed to be like a comedy roast, but that's not real life. That's just sitcoms. And I was like, I thought of going in that direction, but no.
It's something Gordon would expect, you know? Dave, you beat me, by the way. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I spent the past week writing it.
Oh, no.
my siblings up north are watching, so.
Hi.
I'm Laura,
Hi.
Gordon's sister. I'm the third child out of 8. I had to write it down because I can't remember anything. So, Gordon was my older brother. He moved to Florida a couple of years before I moved to Florida. We were both so busy with our families and work that we didn't see each other much. My birthday was November 7th, and his birthday was November 13th. Our mom and dad would arrive on the 6th, stay until the 14th, so they could celebrate with both of us. Over the years, I would torture him by joining him with mom and dad for a celebration. I say torture as Gordon wasn't too keen on birthdays. As you know, Gordon's wife perished in a fire in 2014. After a 6-week hospitalization, he moved into my house as he recovered. He then rented a duplex down the street from me, and I could literally see his car if I walked into the street. I know his surrounding neighbors thought highly of him. He told me to only get worried about him if his newspaper was still there. So I looked every day and stopped to visit occasionally. My brother Dan was a more frequent visitor, taking him to the store and doctor as needed. His death was a shock to all of us, but I hope he is at peace now. And then my sister, does anybody else want to talk?
I actually
Okay,
just
Jill.
want to say something. Okay, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Shelby Evans. I'm married to Michael. And I did not know Gordon very well. I've met him a few times, but I never got a chance to say to him what I wanted to say, which was thank you for welcoming me into your family. Thank you for accepting me as I am and for raising such a good son and such a beautiful family with your daughter and grandkids. And I just wanted to say that now since I never got a chance to say it. He passed so shortly after the wedding. That's all.
So I do want to say, I think the happiest I've ever seen him was at that wedding.
Right?
Yes.
And he even gave me some jokes for the speech after.
For the roasting Michael and me.
What were they?
Yeah, when I was roasting. Probably, I'm sure someone has a recording of it and I could pick them out if you.
Yeah, this isn't about,
Yeah.
this isn't about us.
Gordon and I weren't close. I've known him since, what, 81 or so. And we had interesting and fun conversations from time to time. And as Laura mentioned earlier, that he did lose his wife in an accident, which was unfortunate. And when Gordon moved into our house, he spent several months with us. I believe it was, what, 3 months, honey?
I think so.
And Gordon and I got to know each other and talked quite a bit during that time. He was very grateful for all of Laura's help and what she did to help him recover and get back to life. And at one point in the year or so after that, he was very kind to us and helped us out with some stuff that we needed. And it was something that made a difference in our lives. And we're always very thankful for him and for doing that for us. So he's going to be missed. It's kind of not funny, hysterical, funny kind of going down that street, because for so many years we've looked over and, oh, is Gordon there? Is,
Did Gordon go to bed yet?
did Gordon go to bed yet? Yeah, he did go to bed early. And to drive down there and like, oh, he's not there. It's going to take some getting used to. But he was very kind to people, even though he didn't try to show it. He did it in his own way. So
It was natural for him.
yeah, he will be missed.
I just got a cute story about the wedding. Because I'm a very open person. They're very closed off. So me, Megan, and Gordon were sitting at Mike and Shelby's wedding, and I said, we were talking about their mother, and I said, what's one thing you miss about her? And he says, her laugh. I started laughing. But you see the smile on his face, he's like, man, look at your dad, dude. She's like, she started crying. I'm like, that's what mattered, man.
So that was.
That's it. I just never seen him smile like joy, the joy in his eyes, the
Aw.
smile was amazing.
She definitely was his happiness.
Cause their relationship was like, it was like, not dark, but her and her dad was just like, I see a dad, nice to be seen, it was just never like, how I come from, like hugs and kisses. So to see them like have that moment was really cool.
There's no one else. My sister is on, we couldn't, she's on FaceTime, so let me call her. Do I do it this way? Or do I do it
Yeah.
around?
That's good.
Well, here,
How do I make it? Oh,
Hi, it's not.
did that work?
no.
No.
Wait, I have to see the better before, sorry. I need my mat over here.
Shai is here.
Okay.
Is here. And Ellen is here.
Are you gonna say anything, Vic?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Yeah. Can you turn down the TV or whatever is on, or is that Big Connie? Okay.
Okay, I just turned us down.
Oh, there was that.
So, as I said earlier, Mike, Shelby, Megan, I'm so sorry.
She's trying to get two
About the
people.
loss of your dad. As I was just saying just a little while ago, it's interesting that all of us have a different perspective, a different view of who Gordon was. But the underlying theme is that he was very kind. He was the brother who, I don't want to go too much into it because I have other brothers who are there. It's interesting that Kai Ivo said that we held him in high regard. Yes, for me personally, when I was a kid, I used to get these horrible nose and Gordon would sit next to me while I was on the couch and hold the bridge of my nose for hours, literally hours, trying to get the bleeding to stop. Unfortunately, because we live up here in Indiana, we didn't get to see everybody that often, but I did make a yearly trek down to Florida, sometimes twice a year, and I always made sure to visit with Gordon. He, very interesting guy, very funny guy. Take him to the grocery or whatever we needed to do. And,
There she is.
he had a lot of, you're talking right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, and I'm grateful that all of you were able to be there with him. When all this was going on. Okay, Connie wants to talk. When you done? Here, anything, go ahead. Okay, Gordon was my eldest. I'm the baby. I'm the youngest one of the 8. And Gordon was always there when the other people who should be named, not be named, would be mean to me. Like back in the day, to you young people, you'd be on the telephone, there'd be a cord from the wall to the phone. And when I would walk in the house and all of a sudden I'm being choked by the cord, of the phone, Gordon would be, stop that, just leave her alone. Okay, so that's how Gordon was. His heart is so big. And he would call me on my birthday, and I would call him on my birthday. And that was, even if it was once a year, he knew I loved him. And he is going to be missed. And I want to thank you guys, seriously. Howard, especially the irony of you being there when this happened. That's a blessing. And for all of you other brothers and sisters of mine that are there, thank you. And Megan and Michael, you guys have grown into being such beautiful young people. And I'm so happy that you're married, Michael. I just found that out. Congratulations. There's another Shelby.
I know, that's so funny. Our aunt is Shelby.
Yeah. That was one of our aunt's names. And you guys just carry on, okay? Just carry on. Love you guys. And my son Josh, who was, some people call the 9th child, that's his sympathies and has very fond memories of his Uncle Gordon. Because Josh kind of was raised by the whole family. It was taking a village at that time. So I can sing Lar if you want me to. I'm not sure how good it will be.
It's up to you. What did you want to sing?
Connie wanted me to sing the Lord's Prayer.
Okay. Nobody wants, oh, some people mind.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, nobody minds. So she went,
I'll try.
okay.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory
Wow.
Bye, kids.
Michael for putting this together, and Lar for keeping us in touch, and all of you. I mean, Connie and I, obviously, and Lex, and I got my Bella back here. We all, obviously, Dave, I know as well, wish we could be there with you. But this has allowed us to be here with you. So,
Yes.
love you all.
See your house.
Peace.
I didn't know Vicky could sing.
Love you.
Yes, you did.
Bye. Hi, Dave.
Where's
Okay.
Dave?
He's watching from home. Do you want to come see him? Say hi later? Okay,
Go see
I
him.
think they're gonna finish the thing and then, come on over.
Don't go so fast.
Dave's not here, bro.
There he is, right
No,
there.
you can't see him. Just say hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Okay.
That's him right there. I saw
No,
him.
it's not. You can't see him.
Oh, that's me. Oh, I didn't.
Afterglow. I'd like the memory of me to be a happy one. I'd like to leave an afterglow. Of smiles when life is done, I'd like to leave an echo. Whispering softly down the ways of happy times and laughing times and bright and sunny days. I'd like the tears of those who grieve to dry before the sun of happy memories that I leave when life is done. You know, grief never ends. It changes. It's a passage. It's not a place to stay. The grief that you have today is a little bit different than Saturday. It's going to be different in a month. It's going to be different in 6 months and a year. Grief changes. It does not go away. It's not, when you grieve, it's not a sign of weakness, but it's the price of love. Everybody has to go through this journey. We don't get out of this rodeo alive. The ultimate statistic is 10 out of 10 people will die. So like he was saying, Gordon wasn't one of those outgoing type people, but he spent 20 years basically preparing to die. That's not how you live life. You're supposed to live every day, because we are not guaranteed tomorrow. So you live every day. Now, as long as we have memories, yesterday remains. As long as we have hope, tomorrow waits. As long as we have love, today is beautiful. And as long as we have faith, anything is possible. There's an old Irish saying that goes, death leaves a heartache no one can heal, but love leaves a memory no one can steal. Everybody here has their own memories of Gordon. I mean, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. If you sat and got the story behind some of the pictures, it would be fun. And the best thing to do is when you have pictures like that, write the story down on the back. How many times growing up, did you go to somebody's house and you're looking through the photo album? It's like, who is this? What were you guys doing? The story's worth 1,000 words. No man is truly gone unless they're forgotten. So you keep them alive by sharing those stories and those memories for the younger generation. This is who Grandpa was. This is who your uncle was. This is who your nephew was. That's how you keep him alive, by sharing those stories and those memories. Now, we will be coming to a close, and since she already did the Lord's Prayer, I don't have to. Thank you. But this does conclude the service here this evening. Again, when you leave, the ultimate thing to remember is you always live life every single day, but you keep his memory alive by sharing his stories. Write them down. Now, as you leave this evening, please be careful. Those people out there do not know how to drive. Mike will probably experience some of that coming down 75. But you are free to go. You don't have to leave. But when I turn the lights out, you better be out before me.
I will say about the driving out there, if you go down that way, you hit Andalusia, and you can get a stoplight at least when you're getting on.
Oh yeah, that's the safest way to go.
Yeah, I was here earlier and they told me to do that. So.
Oh yeah, but once you're on Pine Island Road, good luck.
See ya.
All right.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Connie. Bye, Vicky.
It's funny how you I'm gonna come visit sometime. I know, yeah. I gotta keep them too close to me.
Do you want to say hi? Dave? You can't see them though, that's a problem.
Are you heading out?
Hey. Looking up your nose.
Chris, you did a wonderful little speech. It was wonderful. It really was right on.
Was it? Okay.
What, buddy? Bye.
He's going. Yeah.
So.
Sorry, you're heading back to the.
My brain's
village.
back to see you. I'm so sorry.
We're going to.
Probably haven't seen me, 20 years?
And Paul didn't even recognize me when he came back to get the picture.
How are you?
I don't know. I don't know.